What's up, guys? So I'm actually filming at work today because I got a few minutes to spare, and I never got to try out my pole trimmer attachment or my chainsaw attachment. I'm not going to be using them at this property I'm on right now, which is a really nice cottage property, but I am going to be using them on the next property I'm at, another cottage. So I'm going to get these tools cracked open, see what's inside of them, show them to you guys. I just got to get them ready anyways because we're going to try them out here at work today. Usually we use all gas tools, but just happened to work out that we didn't have the tools we needed to come up north to do a job today. Our job yard is south of where I live. The job I had to go to was up north. I usually prepare for these cottage days by bringing everything home with me the day before so that we can take it right up north with us. But it didn't work out like that, so we brought some of my own tools today so that we can get the job done, and we're going to give them a try. So let's see what's in these boxes. All right, so I have opened the box up, pulled the important things out. We just put the paperwork and stuff back in the box. As you can see, we have the pole trimmer head here. We've got a really nice shoulder strap attachment. I'm not sure I'll ever really use it. I do have enough experience with the pole trimmer. I've used them for hours on end, so I don't think I'm too worried about getting worn out by the weight of it. But we do also have a really nice form-fitting cover for the blade here. It snugs right up into there, basically. And I gotta say, I really like this thing so far before using it even. I like the grip that it has to it. It's a nice soft rubber grip, but it's soft, but it's firm. It feels like it will be comfortable to the bare hand. Fun fact, I got eczema, so my hands get kind of rough sometimes, and I wear gloves most of the time at work. But so this grip feels really nice. It feels like it wouldn't wear my hands out so much. But the one feature I really like about this thing is this safety end cover, because we have I wouldn't say it's a issue or anything, but a lot of the time when you're trying to get close to a house, people have like a bush that's right against the house wall or something, and you're trying to like trim those branches off without having to get your snips out and do it by hand and stuff. uh, you don't have this bumper guard on a lot of these, and so your blades are gonna bounce off the wall because the farthest thing off the tip of this like wand here is essentially the blade itself. It will bounce beyond anything else. So this guard seems like it's going to be a really handy feature because you'll be able to trim right up against something and just kind of scrape this lightly across the wall, and you'll probably get a nice cut with that. um, yeah, that's what's in the box so far. I am going to try to get a video of using it right shortly here once I get to the next property. And I'm also still going to open this guy up before we get to that. So let's get that done and see what's inside this box. And we got the pole trimmer out of the box. So the only real pieces with this is your main, sorry, not pole trimmer, pole saw. The other one is the pole trimmer. You've got your main hub here. Same style grip as the pole trimmer. It's a nice soft-ish feeling rubber, but still really firm feeling as well. You got your main chainsaw head here. Little cover for it. It does come with the tool for adjusting. You've got the nice little branch hook here for pulling things down when they're a little bit stuck after you've cut them. On the flip side of this, we do have the chamber for your bar oil. I like that it's like a see-through chamber and stuff. You can actually tell how much is left, because typically with your gas pole saw, you're going to fill your bar oil every time you fill the fuel. If you run out of fuel, you're probably running low on bar oil. But without a fuel for this, you're not going to have that system to work on. So it's a good thing that this is clear, because you'll be able to see the bar oil and figure out how much you have as you're working. Yeah, we're going to clip over to the next site shortly here, and I'll show you how one, if not both of these works, trying to chop down some stuff. All right, thanks, guys. I'll see you at the next property. Okay, so we got to our other job here, guys. I've got the pole trimmer set up, We've got this bit of a disaster that my boss has asked us to work on today. Some of our coworkers did this other big patch here the other day, so this was all grown really tall with sumacs and other weeds and plants and stuff. Majorly sumacs, but lots of other stuff as well. And they're trying to periodically turn this back into lawn. So the way they wanted us to do it, the customer, they asked us to just chop it all down, spray it with some chemical that'll kill it, and I guess eventually we'll probably till it all up and resod it or something. But so he's also got this big patch here that's really overgrown. His property line comes off the edge of the wall there. We're working on this property, not that one, but that's the barrier to the property line, which goes right to that electrical pole and continues across. So we've got to try and chop this all out. It's hard to tell from a distance like what it really is, but it's basically a lot of small trees and stuff. And as I said in the beginning of the video, you know, normally we're all gas, but we're running electric today since we didn't prepare a bunch of our tools beforehand, which is fine. We just brought a bunch of my tools from home. So I got my coworker here. She's working away with a little electric hand chainsaw of mine as well, which I do plan on doing a little review video for as well. Maybe I'll make it today and post it later, but we're gonna try and chop all this stuff down with a combination of the pole trimmer, hand snips, little electric chainsaw, and we'll see how far we can get through this today. We got all the time in the world. I'm sure we'll get through it, but we're just going to see how effective these tools are for it. We got a couple batteries for things so we can revolve charging them and whatnot, and we'll see where this will get us. So I'm going to try and set up the camera now. I'll prop it up on something so we can try to get a little view of the cutting here and see how functional this thing really is. There are some thick branches down there that I know that this is not going to do an amazing job on. It's just not pole trimmer stuff in general. It's kind of a bit of a mess down here, but we're going to see what this can hack through. Maybe it'll surprise me. I will say the more I have this thing rolling around in my hands, the more I like the construction of it. I like the metal heading of everything. Like it's majorly metal there. We do have like some pole trimmer heads for our gas versions that are like half plastic, and that thing's all metal other than the little handle right here just for like flipping the blade, and the little safety there for the angle of the blade, but that little safety is plastic on all of them, and that little handle is plastic on a lot of them in general. So anyways, we'll see what this guy can do. Let me set this camera up and we'll see what happens. Sun, yeah, it's hot. All right. So I'm not going to film the entire process because we are going to be here for hours, but it's cutting pretty good so far. The thickest thing I made it through so far down there is almost 2 inches thick, which is pretty good for a pole trimmer. It's not a chainsaw, so unfortunately, like I said, we forgot the oil for the chainsaw, which is a bummer. I would love to try that thing out too, but it is what it is. I think that the pole trimmer, when you're going through anything thicker like this, is definitely gonna like eat through the battery pretty quickly. We're definitely going to be doing a combination of things to work our way through this bush today, but I'll let you know my afterthoughts on it, maybe in a short or something, once I've had the full day of working with these things. This is the most I've been able to use the Milwaukee quick lock system yet. I really only have done 1 or 2 full cleanups of my yard at my house with the weed whacker. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the tools so far, and I'll keep trying to make some more review videos on them until I feel like I've exhausted that and you guys have a good perspective on how well these tools work. Thanks for watching, guys. Check me out in the next video.